Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo Esports podcast.
Yeah.
Yep. Give me a second.
Okay.
This is episode 310 for the week of October 22nd, 2023. The title of this week's episode is Extracting the Meta. Get it? Fucking get it? My name is Josh, aka JK Fire. This week I'm joined by the man in the what was supposed to be the Raleigh exclusive HCS hoodie that turned out not actually being exclusive and they were selling it on their shop anyway. Will, aka I am Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this Monday evening?
I'm doing all right, man. Doing fine. I was listening to an episode of Critical Role on my way over.
Yeah.
And like some real exciting stuff was happening. And as I pulled in your driveway, I lost a connection on my phone and it just stopped like right in the middle of something important. I'm like, well, fuck, I guess I go in. So
nice. Nice.
Obviously excited for the show, but I'm like super excited to get back to some Critical Role when we're done here. But yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm fucking exhausted. I stayed up way too late last night. That was my fault. So it's always my fault.
It's fair.
It's okay. We're here. To everybody that's tuning in live, welcome back to the show. How's it going? John, Riz, Absent, Thug Nasty, Fox Too Quick, Godzilla. I know you said not to reply to your statement, but I replied anyway because fuck it. I am who I am and I do it live and I don't fucking care. Halt, welcome back. Trying to just catch up real quick. All in Juan, welcome back. Good to see you. Also in the community creations this week. Check it out. And yes, the show notes link should be updated. So, I actually did my job this time. All right. I did my job this time for once. Jesus Christ. Epic, welcome back. Spring, welcome back. Hold on. J Fox with the 17-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back as well. Benjamin, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing swell. Welcome back. CG, welcome back. Ikuza, welcome back. Shio, welcome back. Got a bone to pick with you, bitch.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I don't. Welcome back, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great night. We got a lot to talk about, a.k.a. the Bevo and Extraction that I was really excited about, and now I'm not excited about it anymore unless they fix it, and then I'd be excited again. So we'll have to wait and see, in the words of our show. Will, do you want to know what's coming up on this week's episode of the show?
What do we got?
Druck continues to have visa issues, and then we have, oh my God, I didn't even finish the fucking show notes. What am I doing?
A discussion around.
A discussion around the Bandit Evo and Extraction. Jesus Christ. I am not prepared at all. This is fucking insane. This is what happens when you take like a fucking, what people call them power naps and shit. I don't take power naps. Like I don't feel powerful when I wake up from one of those naps.
I feel more groggy.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
It just kills any motivation.
I just feel like I can't really nap. It's like people can take like a 10-minute, 15-minute power nap is what they call them. Like other people can take like a couple-hour nap and feel refreshed. If I'm napping, I'm fucking sleeping. I'm out for the count. Get me up in 4 to 5 hours, and then I'm ready to rock and roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm waking up and be like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm mad at myself. Will.
Josh.
Scud Puddle, welcome back.
Hey. It's been a while.
Since Scud's been in this fucking chat, and it's been a while. Let's get into some competitive news. That was a very powerful button press.
I had to firmly.
That was that was firm. That was like firm, direct, fucking boom. Europa Halo Blackpool information by Europa Halo. What's up, Tiger Tom? Welcome back. Hope you're having a great one. Thank you for getting the stickers. Appreciate you. And good luck to Optic in the new year. So Europa Halo Blackpool information. This is by Europa Halo. They have merch. Ladies and gentlemen, Europa Halo has merch for Blackpool. Europa Halo Blackpool merch. You heard us. We're working with the Koyo store to bring you event merch. And then a link to the store is included in the Google Doc of the show. To the show. Tyler, welcome back. Good to see you. You guys have an announcement tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm excited for it. But you know what else I'd be excited for? Hashtag release the hoodie. That jersey over there, Tyler? That jersey over there in the corner. You see that? You see that right there? Where's the hoodie? Release it. Fucking release it. You want my money? I'll give you my money. Release
it. Doesn't exist.
It fuck.
The players had it.
Yeah. What the fuck you mean? It doesn't exist. It was a figment of our imagination.
And yes, Holt, I did join in on the firmness. I've just learned that if you lean into it, it's not so bad. And then it happens less, you know?
I want that hoodie, Tyler. Look, is it a bad thing that I want to spend more money on your guys' store?
This man will go bankrupt if you just release new items every other day.
I bet Bound will let you 1v1 him for it. Okay.
Oh.
Actually, bet, because Tyler does not say I have to win.
Oh.
See what I did there? Because I would lose. But you didn't say in your message right there that I would have to win the 1v1 to get it.
We 2v1 him for it? That'd be fun.
He'd still fucking annihilate.
I know, but it would still be fun.
It would just like we could hold. We wouldn't even be able to hold down different angles because we'd be on such bad spawn rotations. And then if we tried to anchor down one location, he would just blame us. Like it wouldn't even be. It wouldn't be fair.
Okay, we what map we playing here? What map we playing?
Well, it'd have to be Solitude.
Have to be?
It'd have to be.
Okay, well then
that was the 1v1 map.
We just buddy system it, shoulder to shoulder, and as soon as we see him, we team shot. Don't let him have snipe because then it's over. We might have this for a hoodie.
If we just disconnect his power, we'll win the game. That's all we got to do. I think if we just disconnect his power, we'll win the game. Okay? I think that's it. Oh my God. Could ask Bounty streaming? No, I'm not. It's okay. No. He can, we'd lose anyway, like I said. Mystic the Human, welcome to the live show and thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Welcome. So yeah, I already bought my Europa Halo Blackpool merch. I got the pin, I got the keychain, and I got the shirt. And there's a hoodie as well, if I'm not mistaken. So if you want Europa Halo Blackpool merch, go ahead. ! Show us in the chat. The link is in there. Enjoy. And then they announced the talent for Blackpool as well. The hosts are Kalen and Installation 00, and then the casters are going to be Shurzy, Onset, Sketch, and Two Door.
Okay.
So yes.
Awesome.
Shout out to all you gentlemen. Very much looking forward to the tournament. I hope it's going to be a good one. Actually, I don't even hope. I know it's going to be a fucking good one. Because it's LAN, baby. That's it for the competitive news. Just two little quick Europa Halo announcements, Will.
Very nice.
Awesome. Will, it is the off season.
Yeah.
Therefore, typically things happen during the off season. And one of those things that typically happens during the off season is Rostermania.
Oh yeah, Rostermania. Here we go. Tiger Tom says there is more news? ?
No, that was it for competitive news.
There's some
there's regular Waypoint shit that
we're
Halo
not general news.
Yeah, we're not going to read, but it's there.
All right, Rostermania. I started reading ahead on my screen as I was speaking. Not a good idea.
It's okay.
Berserk retires, and this is of course by Berserk.
Mm-hmm.
He states, "Unfortunately, my mindset isn't what it once was. I started competing in 2016 and worked my way to up until 2018 came around where I thought finally everything was paying off. In 2018, sky was the limit for me, and I kept telling myself every day I will make something great happen. Happen eventually out of this because individually I felt like I had all of the tools to be great. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. There was a big break of no international Halo due to the pandemic and Halo being delayed 3 years, so I slowly started losing my passion during my prime years as a competitor as everything would start to look great for me. Halo Infinite comes around. Unfortunately, the team that was supposed to happen never ended up happening, so I lost a lot of hope and passion because I knew it would be a waste of time. Not having the 4 best players in your region with the same mindset is a massive handicap as we are already handicapped, so it just makes it even more impossible. Also, it was getting to the point the last couple of years I was playing just to shut up my haters and prove them wrong like I've done every time, even though I put all my energy and effort into my team. I wasn't even meant to compete this year and actually wanted to stop halfway through as it just wasn't worth it. I was very close to quitting halfway through this year, but didn't want to leave my team stranded. I'd like to thank Divine Mind and Chiefs for making it possible to play full-time in 2022, and even with Divine Mind helping us out this year, one last thing is I don't regret competing. It helped me keep distracted from doing bad things in life and meeting heaps of cool people around the world, especially some of them being lifetime friends. So I thank Halo/HCS for the opportunities they've given, and I hope they continue to do the same for many others, but even in a better way. So there it is. Berserk is done competing.
Yes. Sounds like he was thinking about doing it for a while, and everything just kind of came to a head. Yeah, he was part of the unbelievably dynamic roster. Excuse me, I'm sorry. In Australia, New Zealand, one of the best players from that region. And yeah, it sucks to see a player of his caliber take a step away. But Berserk, to whatever happens to you in the future, best of luck. And thank you for competing for as long as you did.
All right, next up. More on Druck's visa. This is by Druck. And he states, my most recent visa application has been denied by USCIS, and it has been made apparent that it is unlikely to procure a P1 visa pertaining to anything Halo related due to diminishing popularity and below par international recognition. It has been my dream to compete in Halo professionally for years, but at this point it seems the only possibility of me competing professionally again requires getting my case in front of the right agent or people who can help get my case appealed, or in front of the right eyes. Cases for Halo have been approved in the past, and esports is a growing industry. My case is no different. This kind of came as a surprise to me that this wasn't able to be figured out, because many other people are able to get through to be here to be able to compete.
Correct.
I saw a few people reply even saying like, let me help, or like, so this person might know. So if he really wants to make it happen, I think it could happen. And I hope it does, because when he was with Native Red, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they were on the up and up. They were getting hot.
So, okay. I don't think we know the whole story here. Because somebody from the SSG side, it may have been Sean, had asked, like, who is the lawyer that was used here to try to plead your case, right? And apparently it's a well-known, reputable esports lawyer who typically gets these done. And apparently the individual wasn't able to, for whatever reason. And Weasel D says P1s are hard to get fully depending on the agent that's reviewing. Okay. So I've been hearing, I just don't think we know everything in regards to this. And it does suck that it hasn't been resolved yet, because I mean, Drux competed here so often in the past, you know?
Yeah.
And then he just kind of gets dicked over and been like, no, now you can't. It just sucks, man. It sucks. I wish him the absolute best, because we always asked, right? If his visa does get approved, what happens to Native Red? Right? Because Druck's been removed for a little while now.
Yeah.
That's a big conversation that they need to have, if they haven't already had a conversation like that, which I assume that there's been talks. But we know what that squad is capable of when they have their 4. I mean, we've seen what they've been able to do when they didn't have Druck too, and they've been pretty damn good. So, I don't know. Druck, obviously, I wish you could compete in the States because we always say it. Having more competition is always better for the scene. And you're a phenomenal player. So, hopefully it gets resolved if it can get resolved. It's just... And there's Deranged Native. And this... I'm glad you're here, by the way. Like, genuinely. I mean, obviously, I'm glad everybody's here. But, like, I'm glad you're here to speak to that, too. He says, and we worked with one of the best when it comes to visas. That, if I'm not mistaken, Deranged, you guys had released a statement. I'm forgetting when exactly it was. Maybe it was the barcode situation from way back. But I specifically remember you guys putting out a statement being like, we're trying to do this the right way. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what one of the lines was in the statement, is that you guys are trying to do this the right way. You're trying to go through all the proper procedures and make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed and you're doing things the right way. And just like I said, I just feel for you guys that this hasn't been able to get taken care of. So wishing the Native guys the best, wishing Druck the best. Hopefully at some point in time, something can fucking happen, because I'm not well versed in any of this. Okay. I'm not well versed in visas or law or anything like that. But I do just find it weird that all the man wants to do is play a video game competitively in a different country. Like, and I know I'm really, really heavily simplifying things and dumbing things down to like the essence, but I just can't get it out of my head that this man just wants to play a fucking game that he loves. He just wants to compete in a different country. And things are in place to heavily prevent that from happening. So, and not just for Druck, but for many players around the world. So, wishing you guys the best, and hopefully something's able to happen. Go ahead, Will.
All right. Last piece of Rostermania for this week. Straight Sick announces he's a free agent. And he states, free agent, HCS Season 3. Serious offers, please. I really want to hold the trophy next season, and I truly think with the time I've been able to put in individually as well as study the competition last year, I'm more than ready to help a team accomplish this goal. Hit me up. Not me, Straight Sick. There you go.
Hit Straight Sick up. There you go. And good luck to Straight Sick in the future as well. Loved watching you compete. Obviously, you got skill. And love to see that continue. Wonderful. Is that it for the Rostermania, Will?
Yes, sir. That's all we got.
Then it's time for upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com. Check out noobcombo.com for all your Halo esports needs. Fresh says, I bet Nated and Straight Sick will team. Maybe. Welcome back, by the way. Welcome back, Ricky. Good to see you. X&S, welcome back as well. Drag, welcome back. Danny Phantom, welcome back to you as well. Good to see you. Hope everyone's having a great night. Sometime Coding, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Hope you're having a good one. Your upcoming turns of the week, Will.
Yeah.
Tuesday, October 24th, the Halo Rec League FFA series continues. Saturday, October 28th, we have the C4 and Halo HQ Halloween Infection FFA. And then the Halo Infinite Ghouls and Ghosts tournament. And then on Sunday, October 29th, we have the Cloud9 5K Ultimate Open and Gish Lane's Halloween FFA tournament. So you'll be fucking getting those FFAs in. Many FFAs.
Yeah.
It's going to be taking place. Love to see it. Speaking of FFAs, Will. Fuzz.
Okay.
X&S, thank you very much. Tour de Walsh.
Oh, yeah.
Mickwin, Austin, you motherfucker. I got to give a shout out to Eli the Ninja real quick. I'm going to give a shout out to Eli in a second here, because Mickwin tweeted out that so Unique, the Forger Unique,
Yes.
released a very faithful midship remake. Okay. To the point where like it actually really plays well. It looks great. I'm not a midship fan personally. I know fucking Sean, but it looks really good and it plays really well from what I've seen. And Mickwin was doing a tour to Walsh, and he tweeted it out that he was going to do a tour to Walsh, and Walshy was joining in as well, which is awesome, right?
Yeah.
And then and so I replied, and I'm like, Austin, fucking stream it. Like, what are you doing? Fucking link the stream. Are you kidding me? So I got to give a shout out to Eli the Ninja, who was streaming it, who got into that lobby. So shout out you, Eli. Thank you very much for doing so. Just loved watching it. It was awesome just to have on and just enjoy the old vibes, the nostalgia vibes.
For sure.
And fuck Tour de Walshes. I say that from a standpoint of the amount that we've done, and I can't stand it. I love watching them. I can't stand playing them. My hands hurt. Scud, that is the plan. The plan is to do another one. I'll just say that. The plan is to do another one. So just wait. Just wait. We'll announce it eventually. Just wait. I can promise you and confidently say that yes, we will have another community Tour de Walsh at some point in time in Infinite. I promise. As much as I fucking hate it, we will do it.
Bandit starts?
I don't, maybe.
BR starts?
Yeah, it might be Bandit. It might be Bandit because it's current meta. And that's what they were doing last night too.
Sure.
Yeah. But I promised Justin at Worlds. I promised him that we would do one. I'm a man of my word. I'll stand by it. As much as I fucking hate it, I'll do it. Okay.
I'm going to need a bottle of whiskey.
Oh, dude, I need like 5. I'll need 5. Okay. Actually, fuck, I'll need 10. One per 100 kills.
Hero, what is a Tour de Walsh?
A Tour de Walsh is a 1,000 kill FFA. First player to 1,000 kills. Unlimited time. 1,000 kills. There you go. Typically on midship. Because I believe they started in Halo 2. Boys getting grip. Dude, I'm telling you, they're awful.
1,000 kill. It takes forever.
It does take a while. It takes a while.
Sometimes you got to set the controller down.
Yeah.
And walk away.
Like, I have old man hands. Like, my hands can't handle it. Oh my God. Let's do it right now? No. Fuck no. Actually, I'm pretty sure, though, I'm not kidding when I say this, I'm pretty sure there are customs lobbies, like in the custom game browser in Infinite. I'm pretty sure that the people are doing them right now. So you could probably join on one if there's an opening. There's other news. What? What is the other news? You can't fucking... Tom, what? What is it? I'm clearly missing something.
What did we miss?
By all means, please say. Oh my God. XNS says, sign me up. Can I play over online Wi-Fi at home, or I got to be there personally? No, I'd be online, man. It'd be online. We wouldn't force people to travel for this shit. Are you kidding me? We would not be forcing people to travel, XNS. Don't worry. Don't fucking worry. Fracture, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Land at Josh's house. Land in the studio. We'll just literally right here. With how hot this room gets, think like fucking 8 people in the same room.
8 PCs running in here.
Oh my God. CG, you're the best podcast on the planet. Thank you. We're definitely not the best podcast on the planet. That might go to 2 times the grind, by the way. Shout out 2 times the grind. Where does one like me that's new to comp get into and start? I have no clue. Where can you define where you want to start, XNS? Can you better articulate your question? Like, how how are you wanting to start? Are you wanting to start to watching stuff? Or are you wanting to start to playing? Like what's your plan here? Meek with oh my God, I need to open up this. Meek with the 8-month resub and Scud with the 3-month resub. You guys get a woo! Thank you very much.
Tiger Tom's got me like scouring the internet right now for Halo news.
Yeah, Tom literally comes in here. You have news. No, we fucking don't. At least not that I'm aware of. And then he leaves. Like, he just fucking doesn't say what the news is. What's the news? John with the gifted sub to Tom. You get a woo! Thank you so much. Jesus fucking Christ. Juan, you're far too kind. Anyone have any knowledge on the Team of 2 1600 lock ending? No. I haven't heard anything. Fracture. Have you heard something? Have they announced that something's changing? Next episode? What the fuck do you mean, Tom? Next episode. You can't do that to us. What do you mean? Oh, Fracture, no. I haven't heard anything, man. I haven't heard anything. It's for all we know, and I scoured, like, I scour Tashi's replies, like, every week before the show, or every day before the show. And there's nothing been said. There's something on Halo support. There's something on Halo Waypoint. So yes, just to confirm with people that may not understand what Fracture's asking right now, is that if you were an Onyx 1600 or higher player at this current point in time in Halo Infinite, you cannot play with 3 of your friends. You cannot play with 3 or 4 of your friends. You can only play solo or duo if you were Onyx 1600 or higher. So, Mama's D's, yo guys, so what's the future of Halo going forward? Renegade said there's only 1 more year of planned events. Yes, as of right now, there is only 1 more year of planned events. That is correct. But that is also because, and I don't want people to take this out of context.
That's what I was going to say. There's 1 more year
They plan a year at a time. They only plan a year at a time. So I'm not saying that there isn't going to be an HCS year 2025. What I am saying is they only plan a year at a time.
Right.
Okay. So like when we, I say like roughly halfway through this season, they said that like we are full steam ahead on the next season.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like yes. So just know that. Okay. Context. I think the change is good. I come from a league where if you're a master, it's only solo. I kind of like the duo only. I've bitched about this on a previous episode. The thing that irritates me is like, I feel as though I understand where you're coming from, by the way. For me personally, and this is coming from somebody who's not an Onyx 1600 or higher player. It's just when I think of playing Halo, I think of playing with my friends. And if I am at that rank or if I'm at a higher rank, then I feel like I'm getting penalized for being better at the game than others. Where if I want to play with my friends, now people may be looking at that and be like, oh, well, you're fucking 4 stacking or blah, blah, blah. And I understand that. Like, it can be a pain in the ass when you're going up against 4 stacks. Like, I get it. I completely understand. But again, if I'm playing at that level, personally, I would want to continually get better with a squad. Like, it's a team-based game. I would continually want to get better with my friends. And I feel like I'd be penalized for wanting to play with my friends. So that's my issue. That's my issue. TV, they have a few of them are like have partnerships with Mountain Dew as well. So like Methods and Shotzi, like being Optic, player and content creator, is that they are sponsored by Mountain Dew. So like they have a sponsorship to play. Yeah. But Kenny and whatnot, I think Kenny's doing it just to do it. I know that why am I forgetting his fucking name? Was on Optic last year. Was a rookie as well. Ghosty. I know Ghosty plays for fun too.
Oh, Shio dropping some HRL info. Adding a minimum hours next season because of the Smurf thing.
Ooh.
I like it.
Okay. HRL is adding a minimum hours next season because of the Smurfs thing. All right. Mr. Ferrari, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Greatly appreciate it.
Going back, we never really talked about XNS.
Getting started.
You mentioned HRL.
Well, chat mentioned HRL.
Oh, sure. There is a mixed league where you can sign up as a solo and you get put on a team of 4. And if you don't have a team ready to go already, it's a way to meet new people. I would say
so let's real quick, because Spring it literally asked the question.
What is HRL? Halo Rec League.
It is a for fun, quote unquote, beer league where, like Will said, you just get together. You can either have a pre-made squad or you can have a draft kind of?
No, it's
Go ahead.
You can sign up in the mixed league. You sign up as a solo or duo, and then you just get randomly placed. I don't know how Shio does it. Maybe it's like a I don't know. Maybe I'm curious, Shio. How do you choose who gets put together? You just fit everyone in who's in the same division.
And Shio, can I know the permit thing doesn't fucking work, but can I make it so he can post links forever, so he can post that Discord server? You know what? Fuck it. This will probably work. Shio, I'm giving you mod right now for a minute. Shio, feel free to post the Discord link for HRL. Can you sign up if you're from EU? That's going to be for Shio to answer. But yeah, X and S. Like Will said and chat said, HRL is a great place to go if you want to meet new people and just have fun. It is a purely for fun league. Yes.
Or it gets sweaty. People
want to win. Don't get me wrong. People want to win. But the essence of it is it's for fun. It's to dip your dip your toes in the competitive landscape and really feel what it's like to play as a team and try to strategize and all that, right? Other than that, watching, sure, we'll shameless plug this, is that we do have a competitive Halo podcast we do every week, right?
Yeah.
It's to try to give you all the information about about what happened during the week, or the previous week, community tournaments, official tournaments, scrims, even though they don't matter, news, rosters, topics, whatever it is, right? So if you want to come here, hang out, and talk about competitive Halo, we're here for you too. Other than that, if you haven't already, watch Worlds from this year. If you just want to get hyped up, watch Worlds from this year, because holy fucking shit, this tournament was unfucking believable. So
yeah. Next thing I was going to say from HRL, being really good in matchmaking can get you noticed, but from what I've realized from Infinite, that's not happening a lot. So I would say getting in 8s lobbies, which are private matches that it's just 4v4 for teams to scrim, practice, or people are just chilling, hanging out, playing 8s, getting good enough and getting noticed in those. Again, making connections. I feel like that's the big thing. Networking in Halo is how you make your way forward.
Yes.
So find a team that you gel with as well.
Tom, I'll get you in just a second, I promise. I want Will to finish his point.
Yeah. Finding a team you gel with, and that doesn't mean just play style wise, but what's the word? Personality wise, or just I've been hearing that so much, that if you find people you enjoy playing with, everyone works well together, that makes the experience that much better.
Absolutely. So. Scotty, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Don't think I missed you because I didn't. Tiger Tom with the 5 gifted. Yes, that also means you get whoa. There it is. Neo Wheels with the 3-month resub. You also get a whoa. And Trani asks, are there any other leagues? No. But there are, depending upon the Discord server that you're in, some Discord servers run 8s. So if you want to run competitive 8s, you can, depending upon the server that you have. We don't have them in ours. But
should we?
We could. It's just, I look at us more, and I don't mean this in a negative way. Because of the show, I look at us more as the casual competitive side. You know what I mean? Not
Sure.
hyper fixated competitive.
Sure.
You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all that I mean by that. we're not a Discord where you're going to look for like 3 other players to compete. You know what I mean?
Right. That's fair.
But no, there are other servers out there. Arena 8s, I think that might be one of them. There's a few out there that specifically like focus on having 8s. So while Halo Rec League really feels like the only Halo league, like from a fun, also competitive standpoint, yeah. Hopefully that answers your question.
There's the competitive Halo Hub Discord as well that runs 8s.
There you go. Competitive Halo Hub. Thank you, Riz.
Who else do I have in here?
Wait, is that the news that Tom was talking about? Hold up. It's Shopify Twitter. Opening now. I assume it's Shopify Rebellion and not the actual Shopify.
Let me see. There's an Infinite 8s Discord. But...
well, okay. Ready, Will?
Okay, what do we got?
Shopify Rebellion 14 minutes ago tweeted out, "Thank you, Ryan Noob. You helped shape our team with your veteran experience. We wish you only the best from here." Okay. Well, I'll add that to the show notes of the show.
Ryan Noob was released from Shopify.
Ryan Noob has been released. Neil Wheels, Ryan Noob to Optic confirmed. Kidding, please don't hurt me. I love you, Neil. I love you.
I mean, why else would Tiger Tom be in here all excited about it? Oh my God. Is that
because Neil gets it. Like
yeah,
the fucking shitters are like, oh, they're gonna drop APG or Trippy because they're bad for 2 games in a series. Fucking morons.
No, I know. That's why I was making the jump to conclusions. Anyway, fuck it.
Trying to ask if I'm coming over from Apex, what is the best way to get into comp? Just Discord and running the open tournaments? Basically, yeah. That's really what it is. Just be a presence within the community, right? It's find some content creators you enjoy, find some streamers you enjoy, watch them and play the game. Obviously, that's kind of a given. If you're able to, attend events. That's a great way. Like, honest to God, just attending an event, like a major, that has the open bracket as well, you really get a feel for everything that goes on within the competitive side of the game. And the thing that I say every time we talk about an event is that everybody is there for the same reason. Everybody is there for the same reason because they love the competitive side of the game. And you get to feel and see that passion throughout the entire venue. I'll read Tom's thing in a second. I saw, but no, seriously, like if you want a nice, fun way to get into it and actually interact with people face to face, I would highly recommend trying to get to a major in 2024. There's nothing quite like it. There really is nothing quite like it.
Oh,
Tom, we don't, jokes aside. Yes, obviously Ryan Noob is not going to Optic. We know that. We completely understand that.
I was joshing around.
Oh, fuck off. Gator, welcome back. Oh, my God. Juan, you're far too kind.
Yeah, I was going to say, love you, Juan.
Far too fucking kind. So, yeah, hopefully that answered your question as well. But, yeah. All right. Well, with that long-winded out of the way, that's it for the upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombat.com. Check out noobcombat.com for all your Halo esports needs. Will?
Yeah.
Scrim tournament league recaps. We don't have scrims to talk about because it's the off season, nor we usually talk about scrims anyway. So with that in mind, please, what do you got for the tournament recaps of the week?
First up, we have Darkest Hours Cursed co-ed 4v4. Your top 4 teams are Halo ASMR. It's Piggy, Ultras, Maddie, and Rogue Foes. Get it? Because ASMR. Anyway, third place went to Raijin. This is Talik, Azenadra?
That works.
Miss Audie and Ispar. Second went to Tenrai. This was Miss Heartbreak, Anvor, Yaxen, and iBlood Reyna. And first went to Need 8's Bad, Divine Damsel, Manny, Soul Snipe, and Queen. The other tournament that took place this last week was the H1 Circuit 2023 Grand Championship. This looks like it was teams of 3. Was this a 3v3 tournament style? Fourth went to Shoot to Kill. This was Fiddy and Tupac with, is it Knocker? Third went to, I don't know what that says. Esther Knuckle. I don't even know. This was
Naker from Fizzy. Thanks, Fizzy.
Gotcha. This was Kabi. I'm gonna get Debbie and Itashi or Itashi, depending on how you want to say it. Not Tashi himself.
For those who don't know, this is the whole point of when Will struggles with names.
Yeah,
this is the whole point. So Fizzy, don't worry. Don't worry.
DEE81 equals Doom?
D3381 apparently equals Doom. That literally doesn't make any fucking sense. But okay.
Like I go with Debbie because the 3s are
Yeah, I like Debbie. Or DB.
DB.
Yeah. How about DB?
All right, it's Doom, I guess. Okay. Fuck.
DB Doom. What's up, Godzilla? Welcome back.
Second went to Legends. This was Hellboy. I need to zoom in. King Nick and Untex? I don't know. First went to the Dream Team. It was Ogre 1, Legend, or Ask Legend, and Kaiser Ramirez. Congrats.
Shout out King Nick. I mean, obviously,
getting in on some H1.
Obviously, like, shout out all the players. You know, you see the Hellboys in there, you see the Legend P's in there, like that. Obviously, Ogre 1 winning, like 2, but like, shout out King Nick. That man, he loves himself some Halo 1, man. He loves himself some Halo 1.
It's Vintex.
Thanks for the shout out, guys. It was great to run the season with Sunzel and pull Ogre 1 out of bed to play. Not only pull him out of bed to play, but win.
I blame Noob Combo's font.
.com.
Font, because on my screen, the V looks like EU.
It's okay. Fizzy, shout out to you guys for running it in the first place. Shout out to you guys for running it in the first place. Like that, this is the shit. Like, it's just fucking awesome. It's genuinely just fucking awesome that you can have a game this, I don't mean this in a negative sense, but like you can have a game this old and just transcend time, right? And still have these players coming out to play it, competing, having a great time, just getting that competitive itch scratched again. Like, it's just, shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys.
Perfect.
Looking forward to the next one because there better fucking be a next one. Grace, you're genuinely fucking awesome.
Time for the topic?
I think so. Jagged, welcome back. Good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, like Will said, it's time for a topic. Let's discuss the Bandit Evo, or AKA the Bevo, and Extraction. I wanted to start with Extraction.
Okay.
Because I think we'd have a longer discussion about the Bandit. Right?
Sure.
Starting weapon, you know, for competitive and ranked. I think that, oh, good Lord Grace. All right, relax. Let's talk about Extraction. I think we can all agree that it's shit.
It has its moments, but it's, I don't know, not fun to play.
I want to sit here and say that I was wrong. I want to, I'm just going to own up that I believe I was wrong. So if you guys don't remember, I had said on a previous episode that one of the things I was looking forward to, and this is coming from the mindset of I hadn't played it yet. This is just from the outside looking in. I hadn't played it yet. But one of the things that I was actually looking forward to was the reduction in nades to 1 for extraction, for solely extraction, right? And then I also took it a step further. And I said that, okay, I could actually see this being beneficial across all of competitive, not just extraction, because of how quickly the nades spawn and how powerful they are in the game. After watching some streamers, like pro players, play extraction and matchmaking, I am going to sit here and say that I was wrong. And after playing it for a brief amount of time yesterday, I'm going to sit here and say that I believe I was wrong. I don't think the 1 nade change is good. And I don't necessarily I wouldn't necessarily like to see it across the board. the only way I could see it being okay is if they drastically change how Extraction functions. So let's back it up a bit. Let's talk about Halo 4's Extraction, because some folks may not know. Extraction was introduced in Halo 4. It was the only Halo game that Extraction was a part of up until now. Okay? Extraction in Halo 4, remember how with 343 and Infinite, they take these staple modes and they try to revamp them a little bit, reinvigorate them, rejuvenize them, right? For the new meta or whatever it is, bringing them into Infinite, a new game. They did it with King of the Hill. They did it with Strongholds again. They did it with Oddball. All the changes seem to have worked for the better, right? All the changes appear to have worked for the better. Extraction, here's what they changed. In Halo 4, Extraction was the extraction point was a static point on the map. Okay? There wouldn't be like a radius that you would plant a device. It would just be a singular point on the map. Right? And then you would go and interact with it on the map. In Halo Infinite, you have a planting zone, if you will, like kind of like a hill in King of the Hill, right? You have a zone.
Yeah.
And you could plant your extraction device anywhere within that zone. On the one hand, I thought this would kind of be a cool idea because it would allow for different types of strategies. Because like if you, like depending upon the map, you could place it around a specific corner to make it more difficult to get to, try to have setups around it, so on and so forth, right? After playing it, no, it doesn't really work out that well. And then let's couple that with the people that are exploiting the glitches that are present on the map in Extraction. Like I imagine everybody's seen the clip on Livefire
with Spartan. We're that desperate for Elo now.
Yes. So it wasn't Spartan that did it, but there was a clip that Spartan was playing matchmaking, and it was on Livefire. And it was somebody had planted the extraction device literally right above the door into trenches. Like above the door. And you look at that, you're like, what the fuck? How did they do that? And then it makes it incredibly difficult to extract from that point, to convert it. And it's really unfortunate the way that it was. So it's not ready for prime time yet for competitive with the amount of issues that it's having. There's also other clips that I've seen on Twitter, Will, and I think you've seen it as well, where like the extraction point had spawned outside of the map.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you literally cannot interact with it. So you're just fucked. Like it's just, there's a lot of issues with this mode that need to be ironed out. I don't think it's ready for competitive yet. And they really need to, I think we're in the off season now. We have an opportunity right now to not have a Halo 5 oddball situation. Do you guys remember Halo 5 oddball? If you don't, go back. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good time. And basically, the pro players were forced to play it in that current iteration of what it was, because they basically shoehorned it in smack dab in the middle of the competitive season or whatever it was. Then they'd removed it after the fact and tweaked it and then put it back in. It still wasn't great, but it is what it is. You're in the off season right now. This is a perfect opportunity, because obviously they don't want the mode to be broken. So like they're going to fix the issues of them spawning outside of the map, being able to plant in specific areas. I would assume they would. No matter what, it's going to be banned in the HCS. Like you're not going to be able to plant in those areas.
Right.
Like that's going to be a given. But you're in the off season right now for competitive. 343 has a perfect opportunity right now to reevaluate. And even if they don't drastically revamp the mode again, just fixing the issues to be the best it can possibly be in its iteration, and we'll go from there. But as of right now, I don't believe it's it. Yadden asks, are they going to add Forbidden to Ranked? Yes, they are. I'm not a fan of that map. I don't know what you guys think. I think it's going to be too big. But again, I haven't played on it yet. We played... we played at Worlds, and then yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, it'll be in ranked in, I think they said a couple weeks now. I think they said a few weeks after the release of season 5. It's been a week.
I think it will come in with the operation that's coming in.
Oh, so November 14th or whatever it is, or whatever the fuck.
Well, I don't know if you've looked at the battle pass, but it says it expires in like 20.
The free portion, yes.
20 days, 21 days.
Yep, the free portion,
yeah.
yes.
So I think that's when more content will become available.
Yes. Tay, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Says Forbidden is huge. I agree.
Yeah.
Forbidden looks fucking massive.
I just think there's too many routes and too many levels.
Yeah. And the sight lines are massive too. Like, it's crazy. Absent says, I played Forbidden Bevos at Worlds, and it really is just too big for ranked and wide open. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me as well, Absent. I will 1000% agree. So yeah, it'll be in ranked soonish. Couple more weeks or so. It should be in ranked. And I assume that everybody will let their voices be heard. Because please, let your voices be heard. Please. In a constructive criticism kind of way, not in an assholey kind of way. Okay?
I love that that Bevo is taking off in our chat now.
Yeah.
This is great.
It's great. Forbidden feels like it was made for BRs, not Bevos. I agree, Grace. I agree. They can add more rewards to the current Season 5 pass after the 27 days or a new pass. Godzilla, that's when the first operation happens. So, again, for those who don't know, we're kind of going back in time a little bit to a previous episode. Events are now becoming operations. And again, 20 tiers now of rewards, all free, but you can purchase, I think it's 500 credits. Yep. You can purchase the pass and it'll never expire. Like a battle pass, right? If you buy the premium battle pass, it'll never expire. If you buy the premium operation pass, then that will also never expire. Okay. But again, if you don't want to buy the premium version of the pass, it's 20 tiers. It's free rewards. You just have to play it during the time the operation's available. And they're longer than events as well. Like events are like typically 2 weeks at a time.
Yep.
Operations are like what, 5 to 7?
They said 4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6. There you go. There you go. Hopefully that answers your question, Godzilla. But yes, the free Season 5 Battle Pass, so like what, the first 20 tiers?
Yeah.
That portion of the Battle Pass will quote unquote expire when the operation releases in November.
Again, you can pay to have the premium battle pass that will never expire.
That'll never expire.
And then you get all 50 tiers of that.
Correct. So, there you go. What are your thoughts on Extraction, Will?
Yeah, the group of people I've been playing with, when it comes up, it's kind of a groan, right? We're like, oh, Extraction.
Yep.
And I see potential in the mode. It's something's not working. And it does feel a little too close to King of the Hill, which we already have.
True.
And I feel like King of the Hill functions a lot better. I think the next step that would be fun is to have roaming King of the Hill come back, where the point moves.
Yep.
Because there's just so much strategy, movement, thought process. Like, where do you want to hold it? Where do you need to give it up?
Mm-hmm.
That comes into play versus just sitting there.
I also think it's real quick. I just want to add, because I forgot to add this. I think it's not great that you literally have to be standing basically on the extraction point to convert it.
Yes.
The amount of time it takes to convert it, and the fact that you cannot interact by any other means when you're converting it. It's like you can't melee, you can't move, you can't shoot, you can't do anything when you're extracting it. You are just fucking sitting there, and it takes forever to convert it over. Go ahead.
Yeah. The amount of time you have to make a push kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Because one round of slays and then on the next respawn, if someone overextends or flies in, it's basically over. You only really have 2 rounds to push in and try to get a stop, in my opinion, the way it has been going for me. It's just not fun right now. Maybe some changes could be made. I don't know what they would be at the moment. I haven't thought it fully through, but the mode just doesn't seem as polished as the others and as it should be.
So, Beiji says something that I think you made a really good point during our Off the Rails episode
yes.
that I think you should actually say right now. So he says, also annoying that it doesn't save progress if you stop extracting for a second.
Yeah.
What was your plan to fix that, Will?
Well, there was also, so I've also had it where points just go back and forth, right? Team wipe happens, then team wipe happens, and no progress is made because the full timer gets reset. A thought process I had was, well, maybe like a Valorant bomb, once you get it to half, it stays at half.
Riz repeated the same sentiment.
So maybe, but then again, then the counter is, well, if you get it to half and give it up, the next time you convert, it's pretty much sealed as long as you got a round of slays to convert it again.
But the fact of how long it takes to convert it in the first place, I like the idea of saving a halfway point.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, what we're mentioning about Valorant here is that Valorant, like Counter-Strike in a sense, team-based tactical shooter, right? Obviously Valorant has abilities, but the whole point is you're planting a bomb at a site, right? And you can defuse the bomb, right? But Valorant makes it so when you're defusing, you can get it to a halfway point. And if you die while defusing and you're at that halfway point, it saves that progress. And it's not just, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it's not just you who it saves the progress for. It's your whole team. So like if anybody steps on the bomb again to defuse, it's at that halfway point you can go to defuse it fully.
Correct.
So the fact that everybody already has the extractor like in their quote unquote inventory, like anybody can set the extractor down in a point to start the round or whatever. I think, yeah, I like the idea of having it so it could be stopped halfway through. I think that would just add another layer to it. Obviously, a lot of things need to be cleaned up about the mode, but I like that idea of like, if you're going to keep the extraction time the same, I think that's a good counter to it. Pharaoh says, or cut the time in half on extract if multiple teammates are in the vicinity like a stronghold. That could be a way too. There's obviously it just doesn't feel good to play. To me, it just doesn't feel good as a mode to play right now. And a lot of that has to do with the one nade off spawn, the time it takes to convert, the fact that you're stationary when you're converting, the fucky ways you can plant the extractor. It just doesn't feel good to play. So I don't know. Grace asks a question that I shouldn't say on chat. I shouldn't say on the show, but I'm going to say it anyway because fuck it, whatever. Grace says, I wonder if someone switched the chairs if they would know it's not their chairs because of butt prints. We don't have butt prints in the chairs.
Yeah, I don't think I'd notice.
The only way we'd notice is depending upon what your recline's set to.
Mine doesn't recline at all.
Mine does. So you would notice that.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing you'd notice if we switch chairs. There you go, Grace. Enjoy. You're welcome. Danny Phantom says a bit random, but Vikings are up 10-0 right now with the ball. Don't jinx us. Don't jinx us right now, Danny, please. It doesn't feel good because you get a huge advantage if you get the extraction first. I can agree with that. Considering how fucking long it takes to fucking convert it. Yeah, absolutely. I bet you were, Grace. We're here for you. We're here for you. Anything else you want to mention on extraction before we move to the Bevo?
Nah.
All right. Let's talk about the Bevo. Will, you've played a lot more than I have. So for reference here, I hadn't played a match-made game of Season 5 up until yesterday.
And for you patrons, I'm so excited.
I'm so sorry. So Sunday, October 22nd was the first time I played a match-made Season 5 game in Infinite. And then I played obviously a little more throughout the day as well. Like we played ranked last night with some good friends. It was a good time. So that is my frame of reference for how much I've played with the Bandit Evo. Will, you've played a lot more than I have since Season 5 released. So I want to know your thoughts as a player. Again, let's add additional context here. Will got his start with Halo and Halo 5. Okay? Will got his start in Halo with Halo 5. So Will, you had the Halo 5 pistol for a while. Then you get the BR to start off Infinite with. Now you got the Bandit Evo, another single shot weapon. What are your thoughts?
Well, okay, let's take a little time trip here. Started off in Halo 5 with the pistol, and like that was Halo to me. I didn't know what the BR was. In that game, it felt like crap in your hands. I didn't like it. And then they changed it coming into Infinite. I'm like, oh, the BR's back. Y'all are just living off nostalgia. What the fuck is going on? Like, why can't we ever move forward with this game? It's got to be a mixture of like this random old shit with some new shit that doesn't combine well or work, but sometimes it does. Then Infinite comes out.
He hates the boomers. He hates me.
No. And Infinite comes out, and I learn how to play with the BR, and I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Be nice to us. We're old. I'm old too. I just was late getting to Halo.
Thug, I took offense too. Don't worry. And he's sitting right next to me.
I loved the BR. It was fun to use. It was impactful at any time on the map in any fight. And it created some great moments. But anyway, I liked the BR a lot. I loved how ranked felt. It felt more competitive and more fun at the same time for me. So I was really enjoying what was going on with Infinite. And now it's changed. We have the Bandit Evo. First couple days playing with it, I'm like, wow, I really didn't like the single shot weapons. Like, this is a mess. As I kind of readjusted, played with it more, it became okay. You can have some incredible moments, reversals, perfects, and win some fights that you wouldn't have with a BR, right? So there's some positives and some negatives, but right now the big thing for me, and I asked you before we started the show, I was like, is it fun? Like, I had fun running around with the BR. Now it's like, it's a viable weapon. I get why the change is there, but it's not as fun as the BR was for me. And I don't know why. I can't like put my finger on it. It's just a fun factor. It's just an opinion or preference. So at first, the first couple of days, it killed my drive to want to grind and play and stay on Halo. But as I'm playing more, I'm getting a little better. I'm just a competitive person by nature. So still being able to play ranked Halo is always a good time for me. I'm just not having the fun with the weapon that others are. So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
What about you, Josh?
I don't think it's very fun. That's kind of where I'm at right now. The ability to not a lot of the things that I'm going to say right now are going to be a lot of the same sentiment that I've echoed across multiple episodes already. So if I sound like I'm beating a dead horse, I apologize. But I feel like the ability for, like you said, reversals and perfects and whatnot is definitely a lot higher, which is great from a skill gap perspective because depending upon the range you're at, that's the key for me. Depending upon the range you're at, you can feel like you're always viable in a fight. You can turn around and get the 360, you get the reversal on somebody, and it feels amazing, right? That feels unbelievable.
Yeah.
When you get that perfect 5 and you get the perfect medal, that feels amazing. My problem with the Bandit is the problems that the foundation of the game has already had ever since its release. Network instability, desync, and it makes it so these single shot weapons, those issues are more prevalent than ever. Like I've had times, and this is going to sound like me complaining, but this is just me observing how I'm playing the game. Okay, with the Bandit Evo starts. There are times where I feel like I should have gotten a headshot. Like I feel like my reticle was right there. I shoot, I'm on it. And I'm not even talking about at range. Like I'm talking about like we're in a 1v1 right there and we're fairly close to one another. And I feel like I got the headshot, but I didn't get the headshot. And I'm like, oh, that's upsetting, right? And then there's other times where I'd get the headshot and I feel like I didn't deserve it. Like I feel like I didn't earn it at all. Like I felt like my reticle wasn't anywhere near the person's head, but apparently it gave it to me anyway. Right? So the network instability stuff, the desync stuff, I think really hinders the potential for the gun. And we know that online it's going to be, I mean, we know on LAN it's going to be hopefully so much better because we know that the game online is completely different from on LAN. Like, if you guys don't understand that, please understand that the game is completely different feeling online than on LAN. Okay? So I'm going to assume that when we watch these pro players play on LAN, that you're going to see a lot more consistent hit registration with shots. Okay? That's what I'm going to go out on a limb and assume. Deviant, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. I apologize that I missed that earlier. Thank you for being here. My other biggest concern about the Bandit is the range. And I know and I respect the opposing opinions for what I'm about to say. Okay? I respect it. I'm not a professional player. Never claimed to be, right? When I think of Halo, I think of always being viable in a fight. Okay? I think of always being viable in a fight. And I think that all starts with your starting weapon. Okay? And when I'm thinking from a strictly competitive standpoint, if you're not able, the example that I use all the time is because it's in competitive play, Argyle. I know I joke around a lot and say that map is Argyle, the versatile trash pile. Okay? This is why I'm worried about the Bandit. And mouse and keyboard players are going to have an advantage here because you're able to have more fine reticle placement with a mouse. Okay? But here's my worry with Argyle, and by extension, Forbidden. And by extension, to an extent, Aquarius. I know how much people hate getting cross-mapped. I completely understand how much people hate getting cross-mapped. Okay? When it happens to me, I hate it too. Don't get me wrong. I fucking hate it too when it happens to me. But the fact of the matter is, at least you could try. At least you had the opportunity to try. Now, on Aquarius, for example, it is much more difficult to get shots off base to base, right? Think back to Halo 3. And the midship remake in Halo 3. Heretic, if I'm not mistaken, is what it was called. Think about Halo 2 midship. You always start with BRs. You have people shooting each other right off the rip, right? You have a potential of gaining an advantage right at the beginning of the game. Now I feel like we're losing that to an extent on Aquarius. Let's talk about Argyle. We all know that it takes at least 2 rounds of slays to get a fucking flag cap on Argyle. But what if you don't even have the opportunity to try and stop one from happening? That's my worry. That let's say you're on a spawn rotation and the enemy team is halfway to 3/4 of the way through the map and they're working their way to their base. And you spawn up and you want to be able to help your team by trying to stop that flag cap from happening. And you spawn with the Bandit Evo. But you can't help. Like, you don't have the opportunity to help from cross map and try to stop that flag at that last second right before they're able to cap it and make that stop. Like we see all the time on Aquarius flag, right? I'm just worried about that. And then you look at Forbidden and how fucking huge that map appears. And again, I'm just worried from a range perspective. So yes, it does suck getting cross-mapped with the BRs. And I understand, and I will even attest that when I picked up a BR, when we were playing ranked last night, I picked somebody's BR up off the ground. And yes, I felt more powerful. Absolutely, I felt more powerful. So I get it when that gun could be seemed as like being in easy mode or being more powerful than it was intended to be, whatever. I understand that. But my problem with the Bandit Evo is I just am worried about not being viable at range. That's it for me. That's it for me. So I think the desync is, I think the descope, Jesus Christ. I think the descope is great. I think time to kill feels good. And I was telling Will before we started recording this episode, one of the things that I actually enjoy about it, when Will, you were talking about the ability for like being viable, like within a certain range, right? And being able to reversal and 360 and do what you want. Like, I do love how I feel like I'm viable against somebody with the Bandit because you have that descope. And yeah, if you're just landing your shots properly, you should be able to get the kill. So, yeah, there are things I like about it. There are things I don't, obviously. I need a lot more time with it because I simply just don't have enough time with it right now. But, yeah, I think a lot of its issues for me personally are stemming from the foundational issues of the game, where it comes to network stability and desync. And those are not problems with the gun. So I'm not faulting the gun for those. So, will I miss the BR? Absolutely. It's my favorite gun. Well, one of them. My favorite gun of all time is probably the Halo 3 shotgun, if we're being honest. But I do love a BR. So, Tatastrophe says, I think I'd take the Bevo being harder to shoot overall versus the BR being easier to shoot overall. I can understand that. Epic says, BR is full map range, Bevo is 3/4, and I feel like that's fair. And again, I respect it. I don't agree, but I respect it. El Guapo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Tay says, they could have just solved this whole situation by tuning the BR. The way I look at weapons in Infinite is that most, if not all of them, serve their purpose and serve their intent. Like when the Bandit first released, it served its purpose, it served its intent. It was never meant to be a long-range weapon. It was never meant to be like the Halo Reach DMR. It was never meant to be like the Halo 5 pistol. The Bandit Evo, the variant of the Bandit, is more meant to be like those weapons, therefore fitting a different purpose in the game. So that's what I'll say. And says desync isn't that bad. Just get better internet. Simple. If only it was that fucking simple. If only it was that simple. Biz says, I don't mind the Bandit. However, I do wish BR was on all maps, weapon racks like Bandit was. I would not be against having more BRs on the map just so I can pick it up. But no, it does genuinely, like when I did pick it up when we were playing, like I did genuinely feel more powerful. And I'm like, oh, it puts things into perspective, you know? It puts things into perspective. And I love the BR. Indeafening, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. The BR's on a handful of ranked maps for sure. I assume they'll change up weapon racks before season 3. I assume so as well, Tay. Mm-hmm. I would assume so as well. Pharaoh says, imagine if loadouts came back. The amount of people that would be screaming if loadouts came back. I understand bringing it up in a conversation, but no. Social, maybe, but no. That doesn't touch competitive. That does not touch competitive in the fucking slightest. I would not mind, like, I know chat's blowing up right now about loadouts, like not being a thing, but like, I wouldn't mind it being potentially in a social playlist, right? You know, we don't have armor abilities. We have equipment. So like, you don't have to deal with that. It would just literally be starting and secondary weapons. I wouldn't necessarily mind that in social, but there you go. Grace says, half the people in competitive still don't even know how to play objective. Don't give them loadouts. Valid. Fucking valid. So yeah, no, loadouts won't touch competitive. That would never be a thing. And besides, like, I'm gonna be 100 with you right now. Let's say loadouts were a thing in competitive. Guess what every person's picking?
The BR.
The BR. If you give them the option to pick, even with the Bandit Evo in the game, everyone would pick the BR. Because of how much more powerful it feels. Correct, Tay. Correct. And he even reiterated that the roadmap would be coming in January. Like, he reiterated that in a reply to somebody on Twitter that, yes, it would be, the roadmap is coming in January. I don't think that's true. The Bevo is way better in most cases, to be honest. But here's my thing, Beige. Here's my thing, is that you have more opportunities to hit your shots with the BR. That's where I'm getting at. Do we have any tantalizing tidbits? No, because absent, that was literally the only reply that he had over the past week that was of note. And we already knew that the roadmap was coming in July. I mean, in January. Jesus Christ. XNS, don't we all? I assume we went over the Riot Noob drop. We briefly brought it up in the show. Yes, Tay, I did see that. Yes. Because Extraction ain't it right now. You're good, man. Don't worry about it. Does the roadmap announce where all the events are for Season 3 are going to be located? Yes.
It should.
As in, like, city. City. Yes. Not event location, like not convention center location, but the city state, yes. Should. Bevo from a viewing perspective is something I can't wait for. Playing perspective, I get the pull for BR, but I'm still hard on Bevo. That's fine, Epic. I'm also, as somebody who's not a big fan of the single shot weapons, a lot of it due to like me just not being that good with them. Like I'm going to be 100%. I'm genuinely excited. Sorry, Will. I'm genuinely excited to see the pros play with it. Like, are you kidding me? Absolutely. Like an invigorated pro player base, I am 1,000% for. I am 1,000% for. I can't wait to see what they're going to be able to do with the weapon. I think it's going to be awesome. But my concerns still stand. Like, my concerns of range it still stands. That's all.
No halt.
Yeah, for those wondering, Will is watching the Vikings game right now.
I have enough so I can glance at it.
No, it's okay.
Right?
We are based in Minnesota. We are Vikings fans. The Vikings play the 49ers right now. Kirk Cousins, the Vikings quarterback, is traditionally not good during primetime games, Monday Night Football being a primetime game, and San Francisco is one of the best teams in the league, so we're just assuming we're going to lose, but are we still up?
10-7.
10-7,
as
okay.
far as I know.
We're up 10-7 right now. There you go. No, Pharaoh.
No,
I don't
we don't
like that.
like that.
I don't like that. I want him
that
gone.
Out of here.
Yes. I want him gone. He is a regular season stat patter. He is very, very good during the regular season. Do not get me wrong. But no, thank you. I do not want him anymore. Oh, that's awesome, XNS. That's awesome. Give us a room.
It's not that we don't like Kirk Cousins, but
no, he's like fine. He's a good dude. Like he's a good dude. It's just I want somebody more dynamic at the quarterback position. Mm-hmm. That's all I want. We've gone on about this. Yeah, these fucking Bears did win. That's true. And they did not have to. Oh my God. The Bears are not a good football team. I'm sorry, Halt. I'm sorry, but they're not a good football team. Neither are we. Like I'll sit here and say that we're not either. Never been a part of that. We'll talk offline. All right, sounds good. Kat says, if Frosty joins Optic, who does he replace? He's not joining Optic. He's not replacing anybody. So who fucking cares? Why ask that question? Bad, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. I'm not even going to entertain that question. No offense to you. Again, I'm not entertaining the question. I don't care about ifs, ands, or buts. Absent as a Bears fan, I know we suck. It's okay. It's okay. There you go. If Nick Lavid joins Optic, who does he replace? Fuck you, Thug. God damn it. Holy shit. All right. So yeah, I'm excited to see how the Bandit continues. I'm excited to play more with it. Because like I said, I'm not that skilled with the gun right now. Literally the only time that I had to play with it in a matchmaking sense was literally yesterday.
Yeah, I will say my highlight moment with the Bandit.
Go for it.
That I enjoy is when we were playing last night.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing Strongholds on Recharge, and two of us had died in C to BR and that kind of fight, right? And I'm like trying to get there to help with the fight. And as I come around the corner, two members go down. I clean up someone that's one shot. Mm-hmm. And I am resetting the Stronghold, blinking from, oh no, I must have taken a fight with someone because I was blinking. My shields were down, right? Mm-hmm. They have camo. I'm like, I'm getting this reset and I'm getting out because all we need is like 5 seconds. So I step in the zone and I get shot once in the side and it's camo. And I turn and I out Bandit. Can't say out BR anymore, I outshoot him.
Out
Bevoed him. Got the perfect. Stayed in, reset the zone so they didn't have a chance to cap because we would have been 3 down and they would have taken C and had a chance to start scoring again. Mm-hmm. And we won the fucking game off of it. And it was exciting.
There are definitely exciting things that happen with the Bandit. Absolutely.
So, I don't know. That's exciting. It's crazy I don't know. There's hype moments like that. But that's what I was talking to Search about it. And he's like, that wouldn't have happened with the BR. That camel would have walked around the corner and one tapped you to clean you up, and that would have been over.
Potentially.
So there are, I don't know, when it's high level pro play, I'm really curious to see how it all shakes out. We just hit a bomb for a touchdown. We got the ball back with 30 seconds left in the second quarter, and Kirk threw a contested pass to Addison. He stripped the ball away from the defender and scored a touchdown, and we just missed the extra point.
Love missing extra points. Do you remember what I told you a while ago about the Minnesota Vikings, Will?
Yeah.
You know what happens when you pass to our amazing wide receivers?
You give them a chance.
They typically catch the ball.
Yeah.
Maybe we should keep doing that. Maybe we should just keep doing that. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to play more with it. I'm excited to grind more. Yes, you heard that correct, Will. I'm excited to grind ranked more. No reaction from Will.
I'm trying to, I tried to think of something witty and funny to say, but nothing came to mind. So I'm going to say, yeah, I'm happy you're getting on the game more.
For the record, Will has been trying to get me to play more ranked for a long fucking time.
Please.
I just don't have time to with the kid and everything.
I know.
But I genuinely want to play more. I want to get better with this weapon. And I'm super excited to see what the pros are able to do with it. I can't wait for the tournaments to start back up, and it's going to be an exciting time. Well, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of single shot weapons. I'm not. I haven't been since 5. I mean, since Reach, really. But if the pro players are happy, and I know they're going to be bringing their all, then that just makes me happy to see them play. So I'm excited for them. Have a great one, XNS. Thanks for being here. Happy to answer the questions. Oh, man. Josh and Grace duo on main stage win? Oh, fuck off. No. The time they put me up on main stage is the time that Halo Esports is dead. Can promise you that much. I'll lose immediately.
Hey, maybe someday we can get up on main stage, introduce some teams or something.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I'm waiting for the day. All these fuckers, all these organizations coming out with fucking throwdowns and showdowns. Blaze, I love you. Get me up there. Get me up there on the stage. I'll introduce the fucking event. I will introduce the fucking event. You best believe that shit. Blaze better be wearing his Crocs, too.
Josh and Will on the community stage next Worlds?
Manifested, baby.
What are we going to be doing on the community stage?
I'm going to say fuck every 5 seconds.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I can if I want.
All ages event.
They'll kick me out. I don't care.
Will not get us kicked out. Because if you get kicked out, they're probably throwing me out too.
Live pod. I'd be down.
While we're at Worlds, though, what would we talk about?
Will, I want you guys, chat. Clip
we
that.
We wouldn't. Wait,
hold on.
wait.
No.
We wouldn't have
Clip
results.
That.
We wouldn't have tournament.
Hold on. Will, you literally just asked. We're at Worlds. We're at Worlds on the community stage doing a live podcast. Will asks, what will we talk about?
We don't have results. We don't have roster changes. You can talk about the tournament, but where's that going to go? Oh, it's bracket play, and we have no idea what's going to happen today. We have our... Whatever.
Oh, my God. Oh, Absence says talk about how they didn't have your shirt. You can throw the HCS merch booth under the bus because they didn't have your shirt. No. Oh, my God. Dino, welcome back, says we could talk about the Vikings. Hell, fuck yeah. We get Jay on? We'll bring King Jay up?
If he's
just fucking have an hour-long pod about the fucking Vikings and how shit we are? Oh, my God. That'd be amazing. We will have Jay on eventually, by the way. Just giving you guys a heads up. Oh, my God. It's fucking funny. All right. Holy shit. I love you so much. That was so good. Holy fuck. All right. It's the Bandit Evo, ladies and gentlemen. Very divisive weapon. An extraction. Not a divisive game mode. Thing ain't it right now. So. And I was hopeful. I was really looking forward to it. Like when they announced that it was coming back, I'm like, oh my God, it's really fucking cool. And I really hope it is cool. Like I hope they're able to tweak it and make it into something special because extraction in Halo 4, we'd never seen it before. And it was a special mode. And we say it all the time, right? Is that sometimes you don't need to change stuff for the sake of making change, right? But the changes that 343 have been making to their modes for Infinite have been good. They've had guys, I know it's fucking crazy to think about, but 343 have had a good track record for once. Oh my God. But in all seriousness, the mode changes that they made for Infinite have been very good. And to see Extraction the way that it is, it doesn't feel good. So hopefully they're able to make the tweaks necessary. Halt, let me just say this. For the brief amount of time that we were able to play Firefight King of the Hill at Worlds, from my limited play time, I was not disappointed in the slightest. I had a shit ton of fun. So it was so much fun. Is that it for our topic?
Yeah.
All right. Then let's get into some regular news. Halo Sunrise on saying Helios and Halo Infinite Reckoning Intel. These are both by 343. You can go check those out on Halo Waypoint. I'm not going to read through it because no. That's it for the regular news. Which means it's time for not Cut Another Games Watch. It's Will's Adventures with the Nailovers. Games too. For me, not for you. Will, what'd you play?
I played Halo Infinite, and we pretty much talked about everything that I've experienced in Halo Infinite. So that's it.
Valid. Just noticed something interesting. A lot of the Season 1 team kits have become a coating on the Mark 7. Ikuza, I don't think you were here. Were you here last week? Div was in the chat of the HCS team because I did a little jabby jab that remember the Season 1 HCS kits and how you couldn't do any modifications to them whatsoever? Apparently they're working on it. I'm down for that, baby. I can't remember exactly what he said. He may have just said, like, stay tuned or something like that. So, like, there were no details given, okay? So don't be like, oh, fucking HCS Pro Talk said blah, blah, blah. Just know that. There's context for you. I also played Halo Infinite. We played our HRL match so we're already in the playoffs, but this was just like a cross-divisional game that we played. So we did that. And then also played some ranked with you guys, and I genuinely had a lot of fun. And I just want to get better. And then I played a video game that released recently called Super Mario Brothers Wonder on the Nintendo Switch. And it's fucking rad. 2D Mario game. It's got some weird kooky shit. Game's fucking rad. Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Play it. It's great. All right. Will, let's get into some shoutouts. Congratulations to
Unishek
on his 8-year anniversary working on Halo. Thanks, Will. Congratulations to Walshy and his now wife on becoming newlyweds. Congratulations to you guys. Shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. Give me a sec. Do. Chickamauga. Soldier Kid. Xanta. Mystic the Human. Sometime Coding. Fracture. Mr. Ferrari. Trony. Scotty. Does Scotty know?
Scotty doesn't know.
Tatastrophe. Deviant. El Guapo. Indefining. And Bad Cat. Thank you guys for the follows. Greatly appreciated. As always. Give me a second. J Fox with the 17-month fucking resub. Scud with the 3-month resub. Meek with the 8-month resub. John with the gifted sub to Tom. Tom with the 5 gifted subs. Neil Wheels with the 3-month resub. You all get a woo! Thank you so much for the support. You guys are fucking awesome. And then, shout out to everyone. Everyone that is a patron over on the Patreon at the semi-pro and higher fucking tiers. That includes Rostermania Jr., Ricky, Snagu, Raider Hater, Peanut Butt One Swole Danny Phantom, Riznek, Zarners, Obby Joy, Mr. Smiley, High Tech Redneck, Goalie Sniper, The Only Neeb, Heavy Rainfall, Elated Dartboard, Carnage, and new patron, Martin Ohms, Voodoo Man himself. Shout out to all you fuckers. You guys are great. Grace with the 4-month resub. You get a woo!
Was that like take it back? Whoop.
Yeah, it's like a fucking like. Oh, like a rewind.
Sure.
You freestyled it. I freestyled your woo, Grace. There you go. That was for you. Enjoy. You're welcome. Oh my God. Oh, also, I have one more shout out here. Because I fucking missed it last week. And I felt like a fucking asshole. And it's been in my mind for all last week up until literally right now, because I'm finally going to fucking say it. Shout out to Halt, who is our brand new mod. Yeah, I just want to give Halt a shout out. You're fucking awesome. Thank you so much for taking up the mantle. And we know you do an amazing job, as you have done for other streamers as well. So I just want to give you a shout out. I'm sorry I missed it last week. I felt like a fucking ass, and I want to give you your due. Shout out to you. You're fucking amazing. Cheers to you.
Ikuza Holt, you can time me out.
There you go. Riz says, you only modded Halt so she can bully me more. Agreed. Oh shit, Halt literally timed him out. Gabe with the 4-month resub says, hey, you guys, love the show. Love you too. You get a woo! Love you too. Thank you so much. Yeah, Halt, you're fucking awesome. And seriously, thank you so much for accepting. Keep the fuckers in check. You know what I mean? Pharaoh, stop it. Stop. This is what they do. They do choke. Where last year they would win every 1-score game, this year they lose every 1-score game. So they might as well.
The universe is balancing out what happened last season.
I'm telling you, it was a fluky fucking year. We're excited, Dragon. We're excited. We shouted you guys out earlier in the upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com. Make sure you check out noobcombo.com for all your Halo Elite Sports needs. Hashtag fuck you, Matty Rums. What's up, Ashley? Welcome back. All right. I think that's it. This episode was longer than I thought it was going to be.
Yep. Same.
Yeah. I lied, Will. That's not it, because we have community creations to get to. Halo memes every day, red.com/r/Halo memes. Check that out. HCS World Champions. Again, I was right. This is episode 52 of 2 Times the Grind. Go check that out. And seriously, go check that out. There's a lot of really good insight as to like the mindset that Snakebite and the guys on the team were in going into the event, and their preparation, and then how they executed, literally making history by being the first and only team in HCS Infinite history to win the tournament through losers bracket. Really fucking good episode, really good show in general. And I think the insight that's provided in that episode is phenomenal. So go watch that. Golden Sandwich Forbidden Easter Egg by Unique. They added a fucking Easter egg into the map, where if you hit panels, then a door will open up, literally in Forbidden, the map, and you'll get a golden sandwich that's used as a melee weapon. It's an actual thing in the game.
Is it a like one-shot melee?
I think so.
It's pretty cool.
Or 2. It's 1 or 2. Either way.
It's like probably like an oddball.
It's in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game. I can't do the voice, but that's what I immediately thought of. Speaking of worlds, Halo World Championship photo album. This is by Just Snipes and David Sandman. Huge fucking shout out to them. They're fucking amazing. And guess what photo was in there? When we were walking through the entrance for Championship Sunday, and Dave took my picture.
Yeah.
It's in that album.
Is it?
I found it. Yeah.
That's cool.
I was crouching and pointing at the camera, and he took a picture of me. I fucking love Dave. Oh my God. I love him. Inheritor Battle Royale by the Forge Falcons. That's right. There is Thug Nasty. Exclamation point show notes in chat, bro. The fuck? It's at the bottom of the show notes. You're welcome. Love you, Thug. But seriously, all the links are in there, I promise. Inheritor Battle Royale. There is a Battle Royale in Halo Infinite. You guys got what you wanted. Now shut the fuck up about it. But seriously, this was made entirely in Forge. This has enemy AI as well. It's like there's bosses included. There's vehicles. There's fucking what's the word I'm looking for here? Like there's different zones. There's different terrains. There's drops. There's a whole bunch of shit. It's really fucking cool. It's still in its early stages, really, but like it from the state that it's in right now, we know it's only going to get better. Go check that out if you're any at all interested. They're in the process of adding duos and squads. Yes, duos and squads into a fucking custom battle royale made in Forge. Holy shit. So go check that out if you're interested. Shout out to them for making it. And then POV, you're at HCS World's GoPro walkthrough by All in Juan. We fucking love Juan here. And he releases First Worlds video. He's going to be releasing another one as well later on, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, shout out Juan, because you're fucking awesome too. Love you. Revo. I need a BR Ninja and Tim the Tatman hop on and play. I mean, who fucking cares, man? Ricky with the bit. Hashtag bit by bit. Thank you. Just making sure there's nothing else I missed. Yes, Manther, we did. Yes, we did. Shout out Ogre 1. That's all I got for community creations. Will, if you would do me a solid and plug the show while the Vikings are still in the lead.
Well, I better do this fast then. Just hey, if you like our content, if you want to help support us a little more, we do have our Patreon going on.
Do we?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Episodes for this month is the audio posted already?
Audio posts on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, okay. And video later after I edit it. I'm getting there. And yeah, we're just doing a little extra content over there. Extra audio show, video show a month. Q&A going on. That'll be this Friday, I believe.
Yes. This Friday after the community playdate, we will be doing our Patreon Q&A. So if you are a patron or if you want to become a patron, there is a submissions link that you can submit your questions to. They do not have to be Halo related. They can be about anything. And we record them as well and release them after the fact. So if you're not able to attend in person, then that's not a big deal. You can still listen to the recording after. Do it up.
There you go. And then, as always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, and Josh's favorite.
Pocket Cast, still not an ad.
Still not an ad. If you want to catch any old VODs, go check us out on YouTube. We have our interview series on there as well. Is there anything else? Shorts by All in One on YouTube and TikTok.
Check them out.
If you want to find us on social media sites, again, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're on all of them. Go check us out there.
Yes.
If you want to watch live, if you're listening to the show or catching the VOD, Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/HCS Pro Talk.
We're here. We do it live. Maybe not fully prepared every week, but we're here. I wasn't prepared at all for some dumbass reason. Ikuza, yes.
Yeah.
To answer your question, yes. The plan is to get fiber installed here within the next month or so. In the studio. Well, in the home, obviously, but for the show, realistically. And yeah, we'll be looking into it. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Perfect.
For the audio listeners, Ikuza asks, because now you can stream to multiple platforms, like Twitch won't penalize you for it. And he asked if we're thinking about doing so. And yes, YouTube is currently the only one that I'm looking at. I don't want to do Twitter or TikTok or anything like that for long content.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Twitch for sure. We're always going to be here no matter what. But YouTube we might add as well. So Halt, it is currently in the process of being like spliced and whatnot. Like the company is in the process of installing it, like all the wires into the ground before fully winter starts. So like I'm literally, I had a representative from the company come here last week. Apparently a huge Halo fan. I gave him a sticker for the show. But
nice.
Yeah, him and his assistant came, walked me through the entire process. They installed a box on the side of the house to make it easier for install to happen when it actually is going to happen.
Okay.
And then I asked them and I called their rep and they said that looking like 2 weeks to a month or so. So I'm just waiting. Rev, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That fucking blows. I also feel bad for Beth. Beth also has an awful connection.
Yeah.
So. Hell yeah, Dragon. I'm just waiting, man. I'm just fucking waiting. I've been waiting so long. Like, I am one of the people, and Will, you can probably attest to this. Like 9 times out of 10, Comcast doesn't have issues. It's just the times that it does have issues are fucking annoying. And they get like, and it's funny because a lot of the times they happen during our show, or it's a Twitch issue. It might just be a Twitch issue as well. But like 9 times out of 10, Comcast does not have problems. I haven't had an issue with their services. But I just want what I pay for, you know, like I have great speeds. Don't get me wrong, but I just want to get what I pay for. I want to get sequential speeds. I want 1,000 up, 1,000 down at the minimum. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want. So I'm just waiting. And apparently he also said, the rep said that they can replace these phone jacks with Ethernet jacks.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, so we can just hardwire. He said Cat 5 though, so it's not going to be Cat 6 speeds, which is unfortunate. But,
yeah.
The fact that we can hardwire in the studio would be pretty nice because right now we run a cable and it's ran along the wall. Like I have it concealed properly enough so it doesn't get in the way of anything, but it's just annoying. So what are you going to do? Yeah, there's your talk about fiber. Godzilla, I want to phase up. Phase the fuck up, baby. Phase the fuck up. Okay. That's going to do it for this week's episode of the show.
Don't forget about the fine folks over at Podcast Evolve. They got great shows such as Podcast Evolve, Mission to Debrief, Halo TV Plus, Book Club, Build with Blocks, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide. There you go. Thanks.
Oh my God. I'm sorry for cutting off the fucking plugs, dude. Shit. Okay, I don't plug this very often, but yes, like Will said, we do have a Patreon, and the episode of Off the Rails that we're releasing on Wednesday for patrons at the $5 and up tier, and then the episode of Pro Talk Plays that we're releasing for the $10 and up tier. I'm really excited for them. Like the Pro Talk Plays irritated the fuck out of me based off of what I was doing, and then the Off the Rails, like Will, you said it perfectly. As a tease, it literally felt like an old school episode of our show where we didn't have show notes. So if you're any at all interested in those, like feel free. I say this sincerely. If you are a Twitch sub, thank you so much. Like that means a shit ton. Thank you so much for being a Twitch sub. But if you want your money to go further, honest to God, if you want your $5 to go further, go check out the Patreon because we do an exclusive audio podcast that is most of the time not Halo related. This episode it is going to be. But I want your money to go further. So if you're any at all interested, go check that out. And if not, that's fine too. That's perfectly fine too. If you're just here chatting or you're just here lurking or whatever, you're just listening on the audio services, that's fine too. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. And that is going to do it for episode 310 of HCS Pro Talk. For those tuning in live to the live show, thank you. I hope you had a great fucking night. Because we had a great fucking night talking to you. If you're tuning in to the audio version of the show on your favorite podcast service or checking out the YouTube VOD over on YouTube, thank you too. Because we get it. We're busy. People are busy. You might not have the time to watch live, and that's fine. I appreciate you regardless. So thank you. Because you're fucking awesome. Ashley said she just subscribed on Patreon. You're fucking awesome, Ashley. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the content. And if you don't, let us know. We can try to make it better. Guys, we'll be back next week to talk about, I don't know what. Probably more Bevo shit. Probably more extraction shit. Literal shit. Not literal shit. That would smell badly.
Yeah, just a little,
Do you guys see Avatar Aang up here? You guys notice him up there the whole time? Wait for next week. He might move. Ooh. Guys, this is going to do it for us. We'll be back next week. But until then, bye-bye.